In this video, we're unboxing another new Triad amplifier that I'm adding to the setup, a PAMP1-200. Alright, so if you've watched the last couple of videos, you've heard me talking about swapping out some amplifiers for my living room setup, wanting to get rid of my Denon receiver and move all of my setup to a zone 2, main zone, zone 2, off of the preamp that runs the home theater. And this is one of the other pieces that I need to be able to do that. So this amplifier is going to drive the two mains that are in the living room behind me, the left and rights. I've already replaced my older Triad rack amp 350s with the newer model Triad rack amp 300. And this is the next step. So let's take a look at what you get with one of these amplifiers. So one bag of accessories. Take everything out and go through it piece by piece. So of course we have a power cord. Interestingly, for an amplifier, this is a 3-prong, not a 2-prong. Smaller gauge, average run-of-the-mill power cable. 12-volt trigger cable. This amplifier does have your regular 3.5mm 12-volt trigger turn on, turn off capability. So you get one cable for that. The rest of the items in here are all brackets, basically for rack mounting. And I love when they include stuff for rack mounting actually in the box, and you don't have to buy separate adapters and you don't have to buy separate brackets. So first is 2 rack ears, right? One kind of for each side of the device. Now, as we'll see, this amplifier isn't a full width. It's basically a half width. So you can mount these 2 in a single 1U, which is why they give you this. This is the extender. So if you're using one amplifier, this will get you all the way across the rack. In a 1U, you'd have the amplifier here, and then that would take you to the other side of the rack. I'm not actually sure what this bracket's for, quite honestly. And then of course we have the screws for attaching to the amplifier itself. Maybe as we take a look at the amplifier, we can get an idea what this other screw bracket's for. So that's pretty much the only other thing in the box is the amp itself. Now this is a stereo amplifier, 2 channels, 200 watts, Class D, using ICEpower, ICEpower amplifiers. Triad PAMP1-200. Take a look at the front. Given its Class D for that much power, it can be nice and small, run nice and cool. Close up of the back. So there's nothing on the front, no buttons, a couple of lights is really all you get. But if we flip around to the back here, of course we see our power connector, on-off switch, RCA analog inputs and a line output, 12-volt trigger, ins and outs. A couple of switches for configuration, power mode, always on 12-volt or auto sensing. You actually can run here, there's a switch for mono or stereo, so you can run this as a mono amplifier in bridge mode. I believe if you do that, you get 300 watts into 4 ohms. And then we have a gain, basically amplifier gain knob. And notice there's no binding posts. Given the size, it would have been hard, of course, to fit binding posts on the back of here. I wish there would have maybe found a way or whatnot, but in any case, you get the Phoenix connector instead. The Phoenix connector, it does come in the box. I don't have it in here right now, but you just screw terminal your left and your right speakers to the Phoenix connector, and it sticks right in there. Nice feet, nice weight, good build, attractive front. I think this is a good little package. I was looking for options for amplifiers for my living room. It's not a critical watching, listening zone for us like the theater is, so I wanted something smaller. I wanted something with a lower power draw, lighter, simpler, smaller, and this fits in great. So I'm running Triad speakers in there as it is, Silver LCRs for the mains, bronze for the 2 subs. I have Triad, I say Triad a lot, Triad rack amp subwoofer amplifiers, and I just think it made sense to go ahead with another Triad amplifier for those mains as well. So if you're looking for something small, they have a variety of options in their amps. I believe the ICEpower amplifiers measure and perform pretty well based on my research. So this is a pretty decent piece of kit. $7.99 MSRP from your local Control4 Triad dealer. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with some updates as I continue getting things set up, and particularly get my Zone 2 operation optimized completely. I made a longer video on my Zone 2 setup. That was when I was running both the Marantz preamp and the Denon receiver. But when I get things fully settled off of one preamp, I'll be doing an update video to that. Lots more coming, tinkering with all kinds of stuff, big plans for the next few weeks and the months ahead with regards to my gear and what I'm doing in my spaces. So stay tuned, like and subscribe particularly, and thanks for watching.